What's up, YouTube? Scrapping in the rain. Here with my buddy Phil.
Our friend Brandy.
Yep, we bought Brandy. She's great to scrap with. And we got an eMac. Woo! It's like a spaceship. Holy cow, this thing's crazy. A little tiny spaceship. Woo! Look at this thing. Man, there's all kinds of junk in this sucker. Wow. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Woo. I don't even know where to start. How about these screws right here? Yeah. Hit them. Hard at work. Love that Brandy. Come on, Phil.
On purpose? That was
completely intentional.
Just an example of how you should not do that. So everybody learn from that.
Hello. Oh, that's a nice piece. Ah, Brandy, so good to me. Look at this little. Look at that little. Yeah. That's a little copper aluminum heat sink right there. Anyway, this dude says that down by him, which is North Carolina, insulated wire is 14 cents a pound.
What?
I know. 14 cents a pound. I told him to ship it up here to Ohio and we'd split it. Yep. Boom. Boy, this looks like a giant pile of junk right now. It is humid out here.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Alright, Macintosh, here's what came out of your eMac. I gotta say, this thing probably had 100 screws in it.
Yep.
So, good thing there was 2 of us.
Yep.
I mean 3 of us. Brandy.
Brandy.
Don't forget Brandy.
Don't forget Brandy.
Alright, this is the aluminum pile. Pretty nice pieces there. Some of this is pretty heavy. Got a little copper aluminum radiator and some copper. 2 pounds of yoke. Phil's over here terrorizing this.
Tearing it up.
This low grade here. We got hard drive. That's a logic board. That's about 12 bucks a pound right there. So that's worth taking off. Whole bunch of wire. Nice thick degaussing wire. It's
Rob
very
has repetitive speech disorder. Sometimes he repeats things and stutters them.
It's very, very frequent that I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna completely say that all over again because what I just said.
He has a math brain.
Yep.
You can calculate how much you can make an hour picking pennies up off the curb. They can't tell you about it.
So true. So true. Alright. Back to business here. Got a bunch of wire. Big, thick, degaussing wire. DVD drive. Check out my video on making more money with those. Here. Big, fat motherboard. There was no real, like, CPU. This is where the heatsink was over top of, but I mean, maybe that's a little CPU right there. I don't know, but it's not like a normal computer. Apple makes some crazy stuff. And this is just a steel. That's a few pounds. This low grade that Phil's been working on. Alright, we got everything broken down here. Let's go over what was in this bad boy. We got some low grade here, a pound of that. That's 10 cents in my scrapyard. 5 pounds of miscellaneous steel. 11 cents a pound, that's 55 cents. Motherboard, this is the big ticket item. That's about $2.50 right there. So that's a good piece of scrap right there. DVD drive, 20 cents. Got some wire. The heaviest of which is the gauzing wire. That in itself is about 3/4 of a pound. Got some motors, transformers. These are awesome. Easy to break down. A little bit of number 2 there. Speaking of number 2, here's the number 2. It's about 75 cents worth. A little bit of copper aluminum radiator. It doesn't weigh much at all. Copper yoke here. As it is right now, that's about $1. My scrapyard pays 50 cents a pound for that. You can break it down and make more money, but usually if it has a lot of this glue on it, it's a lot more difficult, just because that stuff sticks to all the copper. But it's probably still worth your time to break it down. And then aluminum, about 2.5 pounds. About 2.5 pounds of aluminum, and this big piece was the vast majority of that. And last but not least, we got the hard drive, a pound of that. So, all said and done, Microsoft Apple eMac, about $7. And it took a freakishly long time to break it down because there were so many screws. But it was fun. I recommend doing it with a friend.
Kappa!
RobbieTwoScraps out of here.